and the Coin68 / Kairos community. Pleasure to be here, and I'm here with the CMO of SnapEx, Julian Ong. So Julian, we're having a great partnership with Coin68, very long-standing relationship with them. And Julian, do you want to tell us a little bit more about what makes this partnership incredibly exciting?
Yeah, for sure. So let's do it. Yeah, sorry guys. Hi everyone, I'm Julian Ong here. And again, today is our AMA session with one of our greatest partner, Kyros Ventures from Coin68. And yeah, actually I'm answering the question now in the group. So please bear with me and I will go through with you guys later on who is Coin68 and who is Kyros Ventures.
Correct. In the meantime, I'll tell a little bit more about this partnership. So basically, they're a very active community with over 100,000 traders within their community. They're very well known throughout Vietnam and have invested in multiple projects throughout the world, primarily focused within the DeFi area. That is one very key thing about them. Now, the great thing is that overall, there have been some incredibly exciting developments, there have been some incredibly exciting results, and that is one of the things that we are really excited to see with Coin68. Okay, so right now what we are doing, we're just going to look at the answers. We're going to, and I will introduce myself there, Julian. Okay, so
Okay.
I will. So if you want to take it over from here.
Yeah, I will need to answer them about our project first. Then
Okay.
I'll go. Yeah. Please, so Kyle, please introduce yourself to the community in Coin68, and I'll introduce about SnapEx.
Sure thing. And I will actually just write a little bit about what we currently do. Just one moment there.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'll come back to you guys pretty soon. So please bear with us now because we need to concentrate on answering the questions there.
Great. So I've just done my side of the answer right there, and it is one of those things that I am always very excited to be able to do.
All right, so we have answered the first questions, and now I'll share with you guys a little bit on who is Coin68 and Kyros Ventures. I think just now Carl has mentioned that Kyros Venture has invested in a lot of great projects. They have supported a lot of great projects, like Chili's, Alice in Neighborhood, Coin98. So, we are definitely very, very happy that we have won the partnership with Coin68 here. and also Kyros Ventures. Yeah, so Kyros Ventures is a really a big name in the crypto space.
Correct.
And yeah, back in year 2019 when SnapEx entered the Vietnam market, actually we have already formed some partnership over there with Coin68. Yeah, so Coin68 is one of the biggest media in Vietnam, and they have one of the highest traffic, attracting. I'm not sure what's the numbers, but definitely if you go to Google, you search Coin68, they are. I mean, if you search about crypto news, they are definitely on top of the Google search rank. So that's how strong they are, and we are really happy to have Coin68 and Kyros Ventures with us.
And that's one of the great things about them, actually. Believe it or not, they tend to involve themselves with DeFi projects at this moment in time, GameFi projects, and actually that's one of the great things about actually being there with Kairos and Coin68. The overall thing is they have an enormous capacity to support. They're a very innovative company. They tend to lend their support only to very innovative companies, and it's frankly a privilege to actually have SnapEx to be in that mold with all these great companies moving forward. All right? So that's one of the great things about where we are, who our partners are, and we're just waiting on the next set of questions to come in at this moment in time. So that is what we are doing, and once again, we are waiting on this exciting community to come out with a few more of these. So I just need to send a very quick message there.
Okay, so next one, how did you guys come up with the idea of launching Snap tokens?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me answer this one, and you can talk a little bit to the.
Sure thing. I'll actually tell you a little bit more about what exactly this is. Okay, so to give you a broad perspective, okay, the overall thing is one of the things within the CFD area we feel is that there has actually been a lack of innovation. Now, when I say a lack of innovation, there are a lot of fantastic platforms out there, and other CFD platforms do a great job. The question is, how exactly does SnapEx fit into the market, and how does it coexist and complement with existing services that specialize within the CFD realm? Because we don't necessarily see ourselves as competition, we see ourselves as cohabitors as opposed to competitors. Now, the thing to bear in mind here is it's about what can you bring that others don't currently provide. What is the use case? What is the overall value added offering that is going out into the market? And overall, it's very, very simple. We aim to provide not just a trading platform, but to provide an ecosystem that exists beyond mere CFD trading. Now, the great thing about SnapEx is that when we talk about an ecosystem, and especially when we're partnering with a company like Kairos or Coin68, you're talking about basically, number one, how do you combine CEX side? When we talk about the CEX side, we're talking about the leverage pool, 100x leverage pool. You're talking about the 100x CFD platform. And you are also talking about the actual stocks. So like we mentioned before, and like was covered in Yahoo Finance, we're soon going to have stocks on our platform. That's going to be a very big thing in leverage stocks. Afterwards, there will be a variety of DeFi functionalities. These will include different things like, for example, the staking function and prediction tokens. And there will be a variety of other functions added, like our NFT. And of course, like we said with the Snap token, they will also be used to redeem against transaction fees, script fees, overnight fees, OTC rebates, to pay for the NFT, which will be happening in January. And they will also be happening to pay for Snap merchandise. So there really is an awful lot that is there. There really are an enormous amount of use cases, and the overall use case for the Snap token is to be able to uphold and support the ecosystem. Because the way we see it with SnapQuant, social trading, copy trading, all these different things, when you combine them all together into one platform, you'll actually see that SnapEx is basically in a very unique position, and that its value added offering kind of goes beyond what is currently there in the market. And that is something that we're very proud of in terms of our platform. That it's not just a simple trading platform, but it goes beyond trading. And that's really one of the core elements and the key things that we're really excited about with SnapEx. Now I'm just going to readjust my camera a little bit because I want to be representing SnapEx. Truly representing. We need to get Julian his t-shirts though. That's very, very important. So many people were asking us before, where can they get these SnapEx t-shirts? And I've got to make sure that they're available very, very soon. That's key. That's very important. Okay. So surely let's get on to the next idea is what they're saying. Okay. So Julian has given a very good response. And once again, the key thing to note here that we've been in operation since 2018. Julian up there was actually one of the very first employees. So when we say Julian was one of the very first employees, he moved from investment banking to actually SnapEx, to crypto. Now, he started off as a Vietnam country manager and actually grew Vietnam into being the biggest country in the SnapEx target range. Now, ultimately, because of his stellar performance in Vietnam, Julian was actually promoted to being our CMO. And internationally, Julian has also been doing a fantastic job onboarding partners from France, Germany, the Netherlands, Canada, Vietnam, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and so many other places. So that's to Julian's immense credit there. And believe it or not, it's entirely down to just working within a team, working with partners like Kyros, Coin68, and just being able to deliver verifiable outcomes the entire way. So when we talk about what you're proud of and we're talking about the value added provisions, we're incredibly proud to actually work with the likes of Julian, work with the likes of Coin68, Kairos, etc. And that's a great thing about it, okay? So Parker Pan saying we should definitely do that. And absolutely. The great thing about their community as well, especially the likes of Zane and the entire team. Jenny is a person with Coin68 who I have actually dealt very closely with. And I can tell you that they are a fantastic, committed team, working around the clock, working all hours, constantly making sure that their community has the best service, has a very active user base. And that's the great thing about it. And that's one of the things that can actually make you feel excited when moving forward. The fact that you've got a very good community, a very committed team, and of course, a very enthusiastic audience. And that is a key thing that we see with these guys, okay? So let's see, Kairos Insights slash Kairos Insights chat.
Yeah, so I think we can share our token idea. So why now we decide to actually launch our native tokens of Snap tokens. So, we have been in the market for a few years, and, coming into this year, we think that this is the right time to actually launch our tokens, as part of our give back to our community also. So we have a really, really strong community who have been supporting us a lot. So we think that now is the right time to actually, to share something to our community who have been supporting us for a very, very long time. And also, of course, definitely, to be very honest, because we want to speed up our development, we want to be quicker. So we want to develop social trading, we want to develop NFT, we want to develop stocks trading, staking. So yeah, we are raising funds to do all the projects. But, so all these are coming into the place, and then we have the idea of launching our Snap tokens. And also, like I mentioned, SnapEx is always a community dream project. So, we want to be closer to our communities, and actually launching of tokens will actually allow us to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So I think now they're going to send us the third questions. Let's watch that.
That's the bit we're always excited about. The more questions we get, the happier we are.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so someone said that they want to add on for next t-shirt. Yeah, definitely we'll arrange that. We are going to launch a few more merchandise. So stay tuned with us. We have a lot of plans coming up.
No doubt about that. No doubt whatsoever. Part 2, pre-selected questions. Okay, we've collected some questions from our community. Are you guys questioning? I think ready. I think there will be some tricky questions, is what they have
Let me
just
see
said.
what's that.
Let's see. I think this is going to be good. Okay, let's bring it on. Okay. I love tricky questions. Once again, those are the types of questions that help build that sense of community, that connection with overall a mass variety of people. And that's one of the key things. You always want to develop a connection. And when we say develop a connection, that means without a filter, okay? Who is your project's biggest rival? Okay, so I
Yeah.
think that this is going to be an interesting one. Of
Yeah,
course,
it's really a tricky question.
I wouldn't say it's a tricky question, but I would actually say that actually we're going beyond rivalry here. So I'm going to just give an overview there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I think the market, to be honest, is a very very competitive market. There are so many I would not say that they are rivals. To me, I always choose to respect other platforms, other brands. We think that we have our advantage and we know what we're doing, and we take accountability of what we're doing, and that's the most important things. So, yeah, to answer these questions, let me see the questions again. So, how are we going to compete with those rivals, or you know, so what will we do, right? So what is our plan? So we believe in our own project, and we always believe that trading can be a very very fun activity. It can be very simple. That's why we create SnapEx. So to compare with other derivative platforms, I don't want to name them because I'm out of respect. But some platforms that they have futures, they have perpetual swaps, or even they do sports exchange. I think the one main different thing of SnapEx and them is we focus on CFD. So the nature of CFD just allow us to do copy trades. It just allow us to do stocks trading without entering into any regulatory problem because we don't actually involve any exchange of assets, which is actually disallowing the other big brands, so from listing stocks. Well, there are also other CFD platforms in the market, like the names start with E or P, but I think one big difference that distinguish us from them is we don't add our own spread. That means we don't control our price. So to us, a manipulation price is very, very unfair to the users. So on
100%
SnapEx, yeah, our K line, we get the price from the major exchange without any added man-made or artificial spreads in between.
correct.
So we discuss very clear on how we get the price, how we derive the price on our website. So you can check. And we didn't add anything. All the spreads are all natural market spreads.
Correct.
So we don't have any added platform spreads.
Correct. And one very important thing to note, and I know we don't really name rivals, okay? But what I want to talk about is the level we want to perform at, okay? And when I say the level we want to perform at, you get the ease of use and the user friendliness of eToro, because eToro is a fantastic platform, very easy to use. And then you have the variety of features that you find on a platform like FTX, as well as a platform token, okay? You combine those together, you basically get SnapEx. And that's where we want to be. We want to be performing at that level, at the same level as FTX and eToro, while at the same time just making sure that we are really top of the range in terms of what we are able to provide. And we believe that with a very strong world-class tech team, we believe that with our incredibly innovative product team, that we have the capability to make that happen. Okay, so I believe that Julian answered that question very, very well, and we want to move beyond simply, we're not just a regional exchange, but we actually see ourselves as an exchange that's capable of going very far in the market. And with your support, it would be an absolute pleasure to take it to the next level. Okay, so one thing I like about this particular AMA is that it's specifically within their trading group. Okay, and Peter is incredibly helpful here because actually when I see what he wrote, good vision, wish you guys the best to get there. And actually the great thing is that they're really supporting us in getting there. That's really to their immense credit. And actually people within their team like Nick has been fantastic, always providing support, always making sure that our releases get coverage and all these different things. So once again, I've really got nothing but the best of things to say about these guys. Really a fantastic team at Coin68. Okay. And actually, Thanos has been doing a great job. Thanos Trader, otherwise known as Nam, has been doing a very good job at translating very, very quickly. Okay, and that's the thing, and that's the vision that we see as happening. That basically you can take a top down and a bottom up approach. That nothing is ever mutually exclusive. That they can coexist very, very well. Okay, I'll read out the next question and then we'll decide who answers it. Next question is from LuckyLuck041. What are the key milestones on your roadmap, both things that have already been achieved and things we look forward to? Any partnerships and short/long-term technical milestones that you want to talk about or bring some attention to? And I can see, given the fact that Julian is currently typing, that he probably wants to take this question.
Yeah, you got me, Carl. Yeah, so I'll take these questions.
All right. So I'll talk while Julian does the typing in that case, okay? So to talk about the milestones that are on the roadmap, we see a number of key things there, okay? Our key thing on day one was very, very simple. And it's about gradual progression and evolution from there. And when I say gradual progression and evolution, it's about number one, perfecting what you already have. And after perfecting what you already have, you then start adding new features, okay? There was a key reason why earlier in our roadmap, we ran a campaign called a bug bounty campaign. Now, this was basically tiered into different types of bugs, okay? And if they found a bug that was in the system that we didn't know about, we would reward them with, could be USDT, could be Snap tokens, could be Snap points, could be a lot of other things, okay? That was a great thing about the early stage campaign. So our early stage campaign was super, super simple. Get the platform up, have the basic trading pairs ready, have TRC20 USDT enabled, and test the platform. And you can see that as our live testing stage. Once that was complete, it then became a case of the token sale, okay? Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the way a token sale works, and I'm almost spilling the beans of the crypto industry here, but you have a seed round, a private round, and then you have a certain round that goes to the public sales, okay? When we talk about those two rounds, that normally consists of institutional investors. Whereas when you move to the private round or community round, and then the public round, you then have a number of other offerings to the public. So in our case, we're actually running a private sale for SnapEx users, which will be taking place on December 3rd. Okay, and we'll have a number of campaigns that are ready on the way up there. But once again, if you are and the great thing about this is that you're actually getting the Snap token at a lower price than you would be getting during the public sale. Okay, that's one very, very important thing to note. So you're actually getting your Snap token at a lower price than the Snap public sale. So instead of paying 0.025, you're paying 0.020 per Snap token, which is a huge discount. Okay, that's one key thing that I want to be able to point out. Okay, the next thing is the actual public sale. Okay, the public sale is going to be a ticketing system whereby actually it'll be taking place on December 17th. In the run up to the public sale, what we're going to do is we are going to have basically tickets being sold. If you want to avail or get a ticket, what that just means is that you need to be able to, during the days of the sale that is, you need to be able to basically put money down, you get your ticket ready, you get all that ready, And then on the day of TGE, you'll be awarded your ticket based on the actual system itself. If you bought a ticket but you weren't allocated Snap points, no worries at all. You'll be refunded every cent that you paid. So don't worry about that. And the great thing is, in the run up to these campaigns, we're actually going to have I would say a way of rewarding our users. If they deposit into the system, minimum value $300, we will give anything up to a 1-to-1. When I say a 1-to-1, that means that for every $300 they deposit, they're able to get an additional 300 from us. Terms and conditions do apply, so I strongly suggest you check out the Gleam landing page, campaign.snapex.com, and then you'll see the million airdrop. So it's, as far as we know, the biggest airdrop in crypto history, and we're incredibly excited to be able to make that happen. Okay, so that's another one of the key milestones. Okay, afterwards, we will have a number of other campaigns that will be running simultaneously. One of them will be an NFT launch. The NFT launch is something that we couldn't be more excited about unveiling to the public. And when I say unveiling to the public, what that means is that we are going to make it. Oh, and that, I like what Peter said. That airdrop is huge. So I like that Peter is watching it too. So yeah, it's like I mentioned there, that we'll have a huge airdrop. And the other things to take note of are that the tokens can also be used to pay for our SnapEx NFT. It's going to be incredibly exciting. It's currently in development and it'll be revealed very, very soon. So that's the next part. Okay. Directly after that, we'll have another release. It's going to be our merchandise drop, and then we're going to have the actual trading competition. So we're going to have a very big trading competition. It's going to be beginning very, very soon. You just wait until you see it. I'm sure you're absolutely going to love it. And Peter is letting me know directly underneath that he hears every single word. Thank you very much, Peter. And we'll be having huge giveaways. It's our e-gaming or esports style competition. And it's something that Julian is very excited about announcing in the near future. So not ready to announce yet, but we'll be announcing it very soon. After that, we'll have quant trading, and we're going to have copy trading. Okay. Now, they'll be very different to the quant and copy trading features that are currently out there. And we're incredibly excited about actually having that ready, having that in the market, having the user friendliness, having a broad variety of traders that you can copy from on the actual platform itself. Okay, beyond that, like was announced in Yahoo Finance, and I'll also share the link in the group. We had an article which is about our partnership with Gransing, which gives us the ability to trade digitized stocks on the platform. Now, nothing could be cooler than that. Digitized stocks in the US, Hong Kong, and we are currently working on finalizing Europe and the UK. So once again, be sure to stay tuned there. Beyond that, we have options, warrants, CBBCs, indices, goes beyond. So really, there's a whole variety of features, a whole suite of features. You can see you've got the CEX side, you've got the DeFi side, and when you bring them all together, there really is a huge value offering there that's in our mind not currently in the market within one individual platform. And that's the big thing about it. There's a lot within the CFD space that we believe needs to be offered, not just as a whole, not just within different platforms, but a one-stop shop. And that's effectively what we see SnapEx as. And no, we don't normally say like SnapEx. Just a completely impulsive way of saying it. Exactly. All right. So I am going to check this quickly. Okay, so either me or Julian is going to, or else Julian might be able to take the next one, or I can take the next two after that. Okay, it's always 5. When we say there's always 5, maybe I can let Julian take this one, and I can take the next 2 after that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so Julian is the maestro of NFTs. So Julian, I'll let you do this one.
For sure. I think I've answered about this question for many, many times in the previous AMA, but let's do it again. Yeah, because now we are sharing this with our lovely community, Coin68 and Kairos. So, of course, the answer is a big, big, big yes.
Oh, yes, indeed.
We love to.
So, to tell you about the NFT, okay? So, the NFT was actually Julian's idea, okay? Not even my idea. It was Julian's idea, okay? And the thing that Julian said to me is, I believe that SnapEx is uniquely positioned. It's got a position in the market, but I think that actually, if we have an NFT, that really, we can really deliver something special to the market. Now, NFTs are very hot. They're a very trending topic right now. And of course, Peter within the Kyros Ventures group is also saying, I love NFTs. Don't worry, we love NFTs too. And that's why we're giving it to you. So when we talk about our NFT offering, basically they have a number of use cases. An NFT in our mind, it can't exist as just art. Okay, art is cool. We love art. It looks cool. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I'm sure I could take a screenshot of Julian, put it under a fancy Instagram picture and call it art. The guy with the earphones, what we can call it. But it wouldn't necessarily offer any value if that was the case. I'm literally taking a screenshot, putting it through a filter, uploading it just minting it and then calling it an NFT/art. But what innate value does it hold? The way we see it with an NFT is that it needs to hold some sort of value, or it needs to be able to be used as a sort of utility. And that's actually what we see the Snap Bull as. Okay? So when we say Snap Bull, I don't think I was supposed to reveal that. But anyway.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can review it. So I will type it in the answer. No worries.
Okay, so great stuff. Okay, the Snap
I think
Bull.
it's a great time to actually announce it, in the session with Coin68, Kyros Ventures.
Oh, Coin68 and Kyros Ventures are absolutely fantastic. And the other thing is, believe it or not, I have a long connection with bulls. Not only am I from rural Ireland, a place with a lot of cows and bulls, I actually used to edit a newspaper called the Trinity Bull. So it was actually called the Trinity Bull. So I got a long connection with bulls. That's the big thing about it. Definitely not another type of bull that I'm sure that. But basically, yeah, that's exactly the thing with the NFT, which is the SnapEx Bull, the Snap Bull. I like that, the Snap Bull. Hopefully, maybe a Snap Bear later on. Bull Bear. I like the idea of that. Okay, so the answer is a big yes. In fact, the development of the NFT has already started. The NFT will first be a CEX model of NFT, something like you see on FTX. We are looking to release the first series of NFT, the SnapEx Bull series, on Q1 2022, which is pretty soon. Remember to follow our and Coin68's official channels to get the latest updates. And that is 100% true, Julian, because yes, they absolutely need to do that. And follow the Coin68 community for further updates, because Coin68 are very interested in actually sharing this information. Innovation, DeFi, that's what Coin68 is all about. So once again, that is really, really, really good. All right, join us. And now we here in the SnapEx group. Cathal is bullish. Cathal is very, very bullish indeed. Okay, and that was written by, let's see, who was it written by? It was written by Peso, one of our great community managers. And they are urging our people to join the ongoing AMA, saying that Cathal is very bullish. Yes, I am very bullish.
Yes, Cathal is really, really bullish and energetic today.
Wow, it kicked into account. Once again, that coffee just reinvigorated me. You know when you're in like a little bit of a slump and then you gradually picks up and then you get to these levels? Well, that's where you basically are. Okay, so we got 68. Chat. Okay, and now they're sharing our stickers, which is always fantastic. We had a great Vietnamese designer put these together, by the way. We are very active in Vietnam, but one of our designers did a fantastic job on this. Really, the type of talent that's there in Vietnam, in Southeast Asia, is absolutely fantastic, okay? Yeah. And that is one of the key things, okay? Now, the next question from Peter of Kyros Ventures, and let's see if Julian has the energy to match, is going to be, next question, from Nguyen Hui Bak 12. I've absolutely butchered your name, so I sincerely apologize, okay? The Snap token is a native SnapEx protocol. What is the importance of creating the bridge between DeFi and CEX models? Do wholesale users have the same access as SMEs, small and medium enterprises? What is your strategy to build a gap between traditional and digital finance? Oh my God, could we have a better question? I could not love that even more because guess what? They're
Yeah, I
talking
think this
about
question
building a
suit
bridge.
you more,
They're talking about
how the
going
future.
beyond crypto and they're talking about actually the vision. That's what I love. Let's do it.
Answering from the CEO view is the best for this question.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yes, it is. Let's make this happen. All right. So,
Yeah, I'm
here we
looking
go.
forward for Carl to share me this answer as well. So as my boss,
Hey,
the
Julian, we do
direction
not do hierarchy here, okay? We do not do hierarchy.
Let's do it, man.
Do what? Do hierarchy? We're not doing that.
Yes,
We're a family. We ain't.
everyone. Yeah,
I suppose
everyone here is a
with
team.
families, you have a mom and dad and stuff, and it kind of is a hierarchy. But we're not doing it in that way. We're a different type of family.
Okay, boss.
You just called me my least favorite word.
Okay, so now it's my time to talk to the committee and let me go through the questions. Oh man, so many chat going up here. We see some familiar faces here, and we have some new friends here. Hi everyone. Hi, good evening. So I'm saying hello from Vietnam, and Carl is saying hello from Hong Kong. Yeah. Oh, so many Vietnamese words. Although I'm currently in Vietnam, but
We love
I don't
Vietnamese.
understand Vietnamese too much yet. Yeah, but thanks for everyone who tuned in our live chat here and our live stream here. And yeah, today's our 10th session of AMA. So we really appreciate that everyone who has been following us since the day one, and also say welcome to all of our new friends here. Yeah, and do stay with us. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. And I think just now Carlos mentioned about our token series, which will be taking place on 3rd December. So I will go briefly a little bit about that again. So on 3rd December, do remember that you guys have a special privilege for Coexist, which the token price will be cheaper than the public price. So on 3rd of December, 9 p.m. Hong Kong time, 8 p.m. Vietnam time, 8 p.m. Indonesian time, or whenever you are, so the time zone will be GMT plus 8. 9 p.m. we will start selling the community round for Snap tokens. So if you don't have a SnapEx account yet, do register it now and you'll be entitled to the community series. And if you have the SnapEx account before September 2021, yeah, big congratulations to you because you have a bigger allocations. So the maximum allocation for one SnapEx account will be 200 USDT for all users for all accounts, and for accounts before September 2021, you will have 2 allocations size. That means you will have 200s plus 200s. That makes your max allocation size to be 400s. And remember, this will be a first come, first serve. So do stay with us 9 p.m. Hong Kong time GMT plus 8 on 3rd December. Then after our community round, then we'll go with public round, which will start on 4th December. And it will be a lottery ticket system. So $300 for one ticket. You can buy as many as you want. But in total, there will be only 6,000 tickets. So in other words, it will be a lucky draw, and whoever the tickets selected, then yeah, you will get the tokens. And whoever the tickets are not selected, you will get the full refunds. So do remember to stay with us and follow our channel and follow the channel of Coin68 to always get the latest news update. Yeah, and I realized I see someone talk about trading competition. Yeah, we were organizing trading competition definitely. So we are planning to do it on Q1 or so. So we have a very, a full pack of marketing activities coming up. So after Token Series, before Token Series, before I forget, we actually do a big airdrop starting from 25th of November. Yeah, you can see from our live stream here, 1,050,000 USDT of airdrops. And after this airdrop, then we'll go for token sales. After token sales, we'll be preparing for the launching of NFT. And don't forget that we are actually adding new trading pairs every week. And after NFT, then we will organize the trading competition as well. And after trading competition, then we will welcome the most awaited features that everyone is waiting for, which is the social trading. So we already packed our marketing activities, we have already planned everything, not only for short term, not only for medium term, but also for the longer term. All right, so I see someone, any airdrop program for new register. Yes, we have a new airdrop program. So you just need to join. You just need to create an account and join our Telegram group and complete a few different, very easy steps, and you will get free USDT trading bonus, which you can start trading without any capital. So the profit is withdrawable, right? So you don't have to put in any money to actually start trading on SnapEx. Oh, there are a lot of message coming up on the live chat. It's really, really cool. Today is really, really good. Yeah, so we can see that Kyle is busy answering the questions. It seems like it's not an easy question. That's why it's taking him some time, but we can see how serious our CEO is.
Oh, well, when you're talking about a question related to vision, it's important to be able to invest everything. Well, not invest everything, but actually to be fully focused. And the thing is, when you're talking about vision, you need to be able to bring in basically all aspects, not just A and B, but basically what happens in between. And that's basically what we're focusing on when we're talking about a question pertaining to vision. What are the details? What are the action steps you need to be able to fulfill prior to actually achieving your goal? So you have to walk across before stepping up. And that's the big thing about it. You need to get to the steps before you can step up. And sometimes there's a walk you need to take on the way. And that's basically how we view it, that we're looking into gamify, we're looking into a number of features that actually benefit SMEs, institutions, and different things like that. It's not just about... and the great thing about it is that when you're talking about SnapEx as a whole, you're talking about combining and integrating with some of the... bringing some of the key functionalities that are highly in demand in the market. So, for example, GameFi is something we're looking into. When I say looking into, it means it's not necessarily there yet, but we're constantly looking into it, we're constantly exploring it, and that's a great thing about it. Okay, we currently have 461 viewers. Thank you very much to all of you.
Yeah, cool. And I see that someone say that, we have a lot of AMA and a project.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, so what do I want to share with you about here is, this is just halfway of our AMA.
Oh,
and we have AMA scheduled almost daily until
they never end.
Yes, until token sales. It's already scheduled, so it's a full schedule, and you can just see how many great partners we have.
Absolutely. And the thing I'd like to add there is basically actually, once again, the partners have been nothing but willing and committed. Last time we had a great AMA with Axie Ventures. They were absolutely fantastic. They were, once again, hot and sunny from Axie Ventures. If you're watching this, thank you so much. We haven't forgotten about the favor that you did for us, how great you were, how supportive you were, and that's really what means a lot to us. So I just want to say thank you so much to you guys. And once again, I'm sure that Julian will be going out for a few light beverages with you guys if in the near future. Julian tends to meet the partners quite a lot, and he's very good friends with some of the key people. He knows the founder and the team of Coin68 very, very well. I've worked with Coin68 personally on quite a few occasions. Really a fantastic team, energetic team. Like, I know I'm repeating myself, I'm sounding like a broken record, but there is a very good reason for that because I want to hit home that message. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Okay. So we're seeing a lot of questions in Vietnamese too. Well, when we see a lot of questions in Vietnamese, that can only be a good thing, meaning that once again, our favorite people are right there. And I just want to say thank you so much for all the time, your following, your attention, and it really is fantastic to have such a great, vibrant community there all the way. Okay, so right now we are just waiting on additional people. Peso saying, haha, AMA is just getting started. Okay, that's cool. Yes, indeed. The AMA is indeed just getting started, but we need to put a bit more about our actual SnapEx group in there. I think that's what we need to do. And right now, Nam is typing. When I say Nam, not Vietnam is typing, but Nam. It's like Vietnam without the Viet, just the Nam. So that's a cool thing there. That was probably my worst joke ever.
Oh, we don't get it actually.
Hey, what do you mean you don't get it? You got a person called Nam, N-A-M, Vietnam. The person is from Vietnam. It's like
Nam is
Vietnam
having a
without the
hard time,
Viet.
you know?
Come on! Let's wait for the translation. That's really good to see. Whoa, that is a really long translation. That's a very long translation for sure. Okay, Peter from Kyros Ventures is currently typing. Okay, such an amazing vibe. His energy drives the community. Well, thank you very much, Noj. It's great to see that. Once again, that's what I care about. I want to be able to be there for the community. But once again, you're a very energetic community yourselves, and I feel that every step of the way. So let's make this happen. Let's continue trucking and pushing ahead. That's what I love to see. Okay? So Thanos Trader is saying, thanks a lot. I'm also keeping in touch and watching and constantly monitoring the SnapEx global group. Last question from the pre-selected questions. Okay?
Yeah,
By the
right.
way, I got no idea what this is going to be. I just want to repeat that. So here we go. Trust me, when you're working in a startup position and you're working in a company like this, there is always so much to do. Can you share the difference between margin trading on SnapEx compared to today's major exchanges like Binance, FTX? Why did SnapEx choose to develop margin instead of a lower risk model? Could this be?
Let me take this one,
I
Maurice.
absolutely love these questions. Okay,
Yeah.
the questions that people find tough are the questions that I absolutely love. The questions that people
Questions
find
are really,
easy
really
are
quality.
the ones that I tend to find a bit boring.
Let me take this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no worries.
You want that? Really?
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, I'll keep talking in that case. Okay, so what the few key things about Binance, okay, and Binance and FTX and all these different guys, okay, and this is a thing that I think I need to point out. Okay, when you look to Binance, okay, one of their big issues is, I don't know why I sound like Bill Clinton all of a sudden. My accent just does that sometimes. It takes on different forms that I'm not even aware that it actually takes place or it actually occurs. Anyway, to speak about the differences between us and the likes of Binance, FTX, etc. The fact is, when you talk about spot, you talk about futures, they all involve the transfer of ownership of an underlying asset, okay? Be it crypto, be it
Yes, we are
gold, be it a commodity,
CFD.
be it FX, be it whatever, okay? Now, the great thing about SnapEx and the great thing about actually focusing on CFD trading is that actually you don't run into the problem where you talk about the transfer of ownership of an underlying asset, okay? When you talk about first an underlying asset, you need to look at what it is. In our case, it's cryptocurrency. In the future, it's going to be stocks, okay? When you look at stocks in particular, it's a highly regulated asset. oftentimes participate in the stock market, you need to be either an accredited investor, number one, and number two, you need to go through a brokerage firm who normally charge an arm and a leg in order to be able to feature stocks in order to participate in the stocks market. We saw that actually when Binance ran into trouble with their stocks feature, and I just after noticing how shiny my head is at this moment in time. But one key thing is, okay, when Binance ran into trouble over their stocks feature, it wasn't because they were doing tokenized stocks, or it wasn't because it was doing digitized stocks, okay? The issue that they ran into was that you were talking about the transfer of ownership of a stock from one party to another that was out of the reach of regulators. And that is why the regulators clamped down on Binance. Okay? When you talk about SnapEx, the key thing is you're not talking about the transfer of ownership. And also, we're working with a licensed brokerage firm, Grancing. And once again, we'll be sharing the links. I will actually do that right now. Let me get that here. SnapEx. A lot of you don't know, but we have a very exciting announcement coming up in copy link address. Now we are going to paste it right here. Yeah, I just wanted to be able to point that out, that we were also featured in Yahoo Finance, which is one of our very big achievements, that actually we are able to trade digitized stocks on our platform. And that's a very big thing, category 149 stocks in Hong Kong and the United States. So that's kind of what is happening at this moment in time. We got a lot of Vietnamese continuing to type. Once again, I don't understand Vietnamese. However, that is one of the things that I think that just looking at these little jokes. David Pham saying hi, Cathal. Hello to you too, David Pham. Okay, we got Fan Bang Bang saying, I'm not even going to try pronouncing this, by the way, because it is an absolute nightmare to be able to do that. Okay, with Snap Token first launching, the $10 boom, absolutely, I found many projects. Well, that's the overall thing. I want to be able to make sure that these are in a very good place to be able to accelerate, to be able to move forward very quickly, and that we're going to be able to kind of act as the instigator to be able to make this happen. And the thing is, as we are currently moving forward, we have a number of different things. So, for example, number one, not only do we have the CFD, the ability to do stocks within a CFD context, but we are also capable of, wait for it, applying for licenses. So we're currently got a few ones that are pending underway, and we have a few announcements that we will be making in the coming months about licensing. Okay, part of the great thing about starting off in Southeast Asia is that actually from the governments you have a very, I would say, accommodating attitude towards firms which are in the digital asset space. When you talk about firms within the digital asset space, the great thing is that digital assets like stablecoins in particular offer a very good use case for different things like remittances, cross-border money transfers, cross-border settlements, etc., and all these different things. And when you're talking about alternative channels, you avoid a number of key issues that spring up in the actual transfer of money. So that's one of the things that's great about Southeast Asia, because geographically it's quite split up, and with a number of different use cases, you need to be able to facilitate different things like money transfers, etc. So that's basically what we are focusing on here. It's not just trading, but we're talking about going beyond that. And in order to go beyond that, we are going to need to finalize a number of things. That's what we're really excited about. That's what we're grateful for. We're really grateful for the audience in this case. We got a great community. We got a great number of people who are here who we couldn't be more grateful for. So thank you so much. Okay, and right now I'm just monitoring the Telegram chat because Julian is still typing. Okay, that's good, that is good, right there, okay. Once again, if you're there and you have not yet joined our Telegram community, join right now. It's called the SnapEx _EM, SnapEx Global. That's more like it. Okay, so we have more people. X100 potential. I'm really happy that lots of people are pointing out that this is a high potential coin. I wouldn't call it a coin. I'd say more so token. Okay. And the reason I say token is that it's a utility as opposed to a security. Okay. And that's a key thing that's actually there. So one big difference of SnapEx compared to all other exchanges that we are focusing on CFD. In layman's terms, it means that we are a trading platform focusing on trading on price differences rather than exchange of ownership of assets. What does that mean? Trading on SnapEx doesn't involve the transfer of ownership of assets. Actually allow us to add stocks, trading commodities, trading index trading, etc. without going through regulatory issues like the other major exchanges will be facing. And also the nature of CFD will allow us to develop social trading to actually meet the requirements of even wider audience groups. That's a very good answer, Julian. Making trading not only limited to professional traders, but making SnapEx a great platform for everyone. What's more, trading on SnapEx is no longer a high risk activity. We have actually lowered the minimum leverage on SnapEx to only 1. Yes, you can now choose in between leverage of 1 to 100. You have greater flexibility than before. You can manage the risk better on SnapEx now. I like adding that on SnapEx now. Okay, that's really cool. Don't know why. I tend to adopt this voice at a few different times. Okay, so great stuff. So, Julian Ong, not from Hong Kong, means Julian Yellow, Julian Huang, because it's written, Hua. So that's good stuff. It's in Mingnan Hua, which is a Hokkien dialect, which is widely spoken in Taiwan and spoken in Fujian province and a number of places like that in China. Ku-E-O. Okay. So Peter from Kyros Venture is currently typing that out, and Peter is saying great answers. I feel really sorry for Nam, who is really, really working and burning the midnight oil in order to translate our answers. Because we just keep typing, we just keep going, and then Nam's just like, I gotta do more. That's really cool. Nam is absolutely awesome, and we love having great partners like that. Okay.
Yeah, and they are now moving into live questions. And again, we will have live questions on the live stream as well later on. So do remember to prepare your questions and ask ask us, and we will choose the question to answer you, and you'll stand a chance to win the airdrop.
What? That is so many. Hayusake is typing, V is typing, Mickey is typing, Theo is typing. Wow, that is so many different people. Okay, they're all asking where can I currently buy the token. Guess what? It is not currently available, but you need to actually wait until either December 3rd or the run up to December 17th to be able to purchase your token. And that's a key thing to point out there. Okay, what?
All right. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who turned up on this live stream. And I think majority of you today are from Vietnam. So thanks everyone. Xin chào tất cả mọi người. How to say again? Xin chào mọi người. Yeah, sorry, I will need to pick up my Vietnamese.
That's a lot. That's really a lot of different questions. I am going to say to them, I will answer if you have asked I'm going to say to them, I will ask if you join the snap. I'm going to have some fun with this. If you join the SnapEx Telegram group, I'm more likely to select your questions. Bit of a cheeky response I gave there, but let's see if that works. If you join the SnapEx Telegram group, I'm more likely to answer your questions. Let's see. Okay, however, let's go through some of the questions right there, okay?
Yeah.
So, wow, there are just so many there. So many questions. So many questions. Can't even begin. Okay, what about to collaborate in the future? I'm going to take a few minutes to actually look through these, however. Okay, so
Yeah, I will take some time,
That's always the case in these cases, that it sometimes takes a little bit of time to be able to go through them.
Yeah, so now we will stay quiet for a little bit because we need to concentrate on going through the questions.
I'm reading every one, actually. But I want to be able to not achieve, but answer the best ones. So many people.
So have you found the first questions?
I haven't yet.
Okay, I'll choose this one. Yeah. Because I think for the past AMA, we didn't actually speak about this. So staking is one of the strategies to attract users and hold them for longer term. So does your great project have plan about staking? And yes, we do have the plan for staking. After the launch of Coexist, then we will do staking for Snap tokens as well as the other coins like USDT.
And like I encourage you to do, if you're not currently in our Telegram group, SnapEx_EN, I would say do it now. I'm going to type that in. Just give me one moment. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to go... My beard actually looks good on this camera, I'm just after realizing. I know it's a very important point to make. I am going to do here is also post our Telegram link to our Telegram channel. Join this Telegram group.
Okay, so I've chosen the first questions to answer about staking. And now I will go for the second questions. Cool. So I'm currently choosing the second questions. And All right. Okay, I'll choose the second question. How is your project and what are the major plans ahead? And could you please show us the image of your...
I think that is a question because you can compare the past and the present.
Yes, right. Yeah, so I'll
Previous
take this.
time as well as the future. Okay. So there afterwards.
So again, SnapEx has been in the market since year 2018. Right, so we are not a new project. We have been in the market for years. And yes, the token is a new token, but SnapEx is not a new project.
Okay, so I feel so sorry for Nam because he is going to have to tap this very long answer. Okay, so there we go, there we go, there we go. Now we are going to go through the other questions in the Telegram chat. Let's see where her question is. Just want to thank all the recent joiners to our SnapEx Global Group 2. It's great to actually have so many people joining. Okay, so once again, we have... So Julian made a very good point. Actually, some of these are very, very good. How can you stay updated with the project or their channels? This update. So Ridgeway has a very good question there, but I'm not sure. Does it have any story behind it? Do you have any token buyback system? So Dal Ochoa has a very good question there. Yeah, take project roadmap on most important next priorities. That was answered.
Oh, yeah. So now have two answers to actually translate.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, so I think one question is that, in every EMA, they will really want to know, and I think it's really important for all our investors and all our holders of tokens, all our community members or our followers to know is about buyback.
Correct.
So I'm going to answer these questions.
Cool, good stuff, Julian. And Mio Mlem, I believe that's a question that you're answering right now. So we got some really good news. We got some, wow, that is absolutely amazing. So we have just, I need to, apologies, because I'll just be saving this right now. And I will be forwarding to somebody. Okay, cool, good stuff. Okay, so I'm really stoked. There are just so many good questions. Okay. So they're asking us, Hapler is asking us, what are our plans for future expansion? That's always a difficult question to answer. And was there security about the project? I believe that some of these are. Once again, if people are.
Okay, yeah. So about token buyback, I think really interesting to know about this. And yes, there will be a token buyback program that we are committed to use up to 20% of our net trading fees to actually buy back the Snap tokens from the market. And these tokens will be burned. And again, I think so people who are just tuning in or just come with us, and so our vesting period is a very unique vesting. I mean, for our tokens unlock schedule, it's a very unique system that we actually tie it with our trading volumes on SnapEx. So the token release will be following the trading volume of SnapEx, the monthly trading volumes of SnapEx. So in another word, the higher is the volume, the quicker is the release of the tokens. And what's even more, when we have more trading volumes, that means more trading fees that we actually receive, and there will be more tokens buyback and burn. All right, so Carl is taking the last questions, and I will go through the live chat again, and do remember to stay with us. We will go with our Q&A session with the YouTube community really soon. So do prepare your questions and put in your questions later on when we ask you to do so. And we'll be selecting a few questions to answer, and you'll stand a chance to win the airdrops. Yeah, so if your question is selected, do remember to go to our Telegram admin and show them your YouTube username and also your SnapEx UID. It's very important to tell our admin your SnapEx UID. Otherwise,
Correct.
Otherwise we have no way to send you the price. So remember, create your SnapEx account and get your UID. Oh, we have more than 500 people watching the live stream now. It's really great numbers. Again, thanks to everyone to be here with us tonight. It's a Friday night, and yet you guys are here with us. Really a big thanks to everyone. Yeah, so there are a lot of Vietnamese speaking here. I'll try to understand what you're saying here. I have my Google Translate with me. So what's the last question that Tao is taking? Is SnapEx restricted to some countries such as the USA or EU in addition to Southeast Asia? Can you list some other major markets that SnapEx want to focus on? So the answer is yes and no for this answer, for this question, because we are restricted to USA, but we are not restricted to EU. Right. So CFD is not permitted in USA, but in Europe is allowed. That's why we are not allowing SnapEx users from US. But other from US, most of the countries we have the plan to expand SnapEx to. In fact, we have already on board a few great partners from India, from Germany, from Netherlands, from France. So these are the other few countries that we are going to expand to, and also we are talking to a few partners from Africa. Right. So, of course, we haven't mentioned about that how strong we are in Southeast Asia. We have a really a great numbers of very strong partners from Vietnam, from Indonesia. So these are all our major countries, and we are looking into expanding to a few more countries. Yeah. So Philippines is also one of our major country, and we were also in India, and we are looking to actually expand even more in India now. All right. So, like how I mentioned, we are very highly complement on a global schedule. Yeah. So one of the big thing on SnapEx is we are going, following all the rules and regulations. So we want to comply all the legal, the legal procedures, because we want to take accountability for what we're doing.
Yep. And actually, one of the key things to point out there, sorry, I was just actually, when I'm in the middle of an AMA, I'm still dealing with transactions. It's unbelievable. You think that during an AMA, you're going to be like totally still, focused 100% doing an AMA, actually text-based, video-based, and still dealing with transactions, okay? That's basically how this thing works, okay? So, to basically point that whole thing out, when you're talking about scaling on a global level, you don't just look at whether or not you're compliant in one country but another. You need to make sure that you have across-the-board compliance procedures 100% in place. AML, anti-money laundering, KYC, know your customer, due diligence, DD, enhanced due diligence, EDD, anti-terrorist funding, ATF. I don't know why I made anti-terrorist funding sound very exciting. As well as STR, suspicious transaction reporting. So it's important that across the board you have all these procedures 100% in place. Okay, that's a key thing when you're talking about scaling. That basically our key thing there is that we're talking about compliance across the board, not just within one or two jurisdictions, but on a global level. Okay. And that's why no matter what, you always need to ensure that you have intent, not only
Exactly.
It says, thank you for the answers. And I say, thank you for the questions.
It was fast. Not a good term to use on a man.
Very, very true. Not a very good term to use. In any case, definitely not a man. Very true. I very much agree with you there, Giuliano. Julian's got the SnapEx and being like, what? That's a big thing. Okay. Peter is loving that joke where he's just like, lol. Okay, we can all agree there. That is definitely not a good term. Nah, I'm kidding. Okay, cool. Julian and Peter Kairos are typing.
No worries, because we are friends, so sometimes we can make jokes.
I love banter. Actually, if anything, the best communities are always ones that can facilitate banter.
Yeah, so I think we have done the 5 questions from Kairos from Coin68, and we'll be moving to you guys really, really quick. Don't remember to stay with us, prepare your questions.
So yes, we need to type in the most important thing. Do not forget to join our Telegram, because that's where you can basically find us instantly. Okay, when I say find us instantly, I tend to be active during it, not just during these AMAs, but sometimes on Telegram too. Okay, so somebody is asking, can you speak Chinese to you? No, I cannot speak Chinese. Vietnamese. I speak English, Irish, German, and Mandarin. Julian speaks Mandarin, Cantonese, Hokkien, otherwise known as Ming Na Hua, Malay, and of course, you just heard him there, English. So once again, Julian is a polyglot. Are there any spot wallets? Are you integrating them anytime soon? We're not currently doing spot trading. Spot wallets, on the other hand, we'll be able to give you an update not very, very soon. Okay? Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, Cal, so you will need to choose the questions, and I think you need
I'm just going to answer everyone. I'm just like...
Oh, because we still have to choose a few questions that we are giving them the price.
Okay, so Love Dan is asking, is there any reason why SnapEx has decided to launch token now of all times? The answer is yes, there is. As we're looking into actually becoming the world's biggest trading platform, you cannot just do that on the basis of a couple of trading pairs alone. You need to be able to go beyond that. You need to be able to actually provide a multitude of trading pairs, but you need to be able to go beyond trading. And when I say go beyond trading, you need to be able to provide an ecosystem. In order to be able to provide and support an ecosystem, you need to have an underlying foundation. The underlying foundation actually being the platform token itself. Okay, now when we talk about the platform token itself, it is basically the Ethereum-based token that is basically there to be like Charles Atlas holding up the globe, okay? That's basically Atlas holding up the world. I mean, it doesn't really work like that, but that's how we are going to describe it just for this analogy that just came into my mind, okay? So basically, it is there to be able to support the combination of CEX and DeFi models. Okay, when we talk about CEX, you're talking about the actual stocks, you're talking about the leverage pool, you're talking about the actual platform, the trading platform itself. You talk about the DeFi component, you're talking about the actual, you're actually talking about the prediction tokens, and you're talking about the staking functionalities that are indeed there. Okay, when you combine the two, you basically got a very good, very strong, very robust system that basically ensures that you just got nothing but awesomeness on SnapEx. That's what you're guaranteed. All right. So that is that one there.
Yeah. So let me see the questions and let me select a few questions. Okay, I'll answer this guy. He just put up a questions here. How Snap tokens can keep for long-term value? Do you have any plans? All right. So I'll be answering these questions, and admin, please help me to take note. His name is Wu Ming Tung. Is it? Okay. Yep. So, how tokens can keep long-term value? Do you have any plans? Of course, we have a lot of plans. Right. So first, we are going to do token buyback, and we are going to burn the tokens like the AMA with Coin68 as well. And we are planning a lot of use case for Snap tokens. So tokens can be used to, as a rebate for trading fees, as a rebate for OTC, as a rebate for script fee for copy trades, as a rebate for escrow with our partners, for listings, and we also have the plan to do Launchpad. So these are a few things, the use case for Snap tokens. And also Snap tokens not only be used on these things, but it can also be used to purchase NFT products with our very own NFT booths coming up. What's more, Snap tokens is not only usable on SnapEx, but it's also usable on other platforms. So for example, we have formed a partnership, a strategic partnership with a DeFi project called Metasphere. So they are an option, hybrid option trading based on a DeFi concept, and Snap tokens will be added as one of their base token to be used there. So coming up, we will have a lot more use case for Snap tokens. So do remember to stay with us, and do remember to follow all our channels and all our partners' channels as well to find out what are the latest developments. We will keep the communities always updated. So we always want to be very transparent. So we will just follow our community and join our community to find out more. All right. So do remember to screenshot your YouTube username if I've selected your questions, and go to our admin and let them know about this and submit your SnapEx UID. All right, so let me go through a few more questions.
Okay, so Nam in our private chat has just said, we will do the best. And we will do the best because of people like him, because of the great support that we are getting.
All right, the first one I have answered is Mr. Wu. I hope I have answered your questions. Then I'll go for the next question. Yeah, thanks. I hope that I've answered your questions. And thanks for your support. We'll see you on SnapEx.
Hell yeah, we will. Okay, so let's see if there are other questions that are coming in at this moment in time, okay? Can you share with me a bit
your
about
questions.
this?
Let us know what are your questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially
And
about
guys, I
Snap
don't mind.
tokens.
I'll just answer everything, okay? Julian's a bit more selective. I'll just answer everything because I just love talking and engaging with you guys, okay? Can you share with me a bit more about your SnapEx security mechanism, okay? So the deposits that come in tend to go from a hot wallet to cold wallet. So that's number one, making it basically unhackable, okay? Number two, the other thing to point out at this moment in time is that you're also talking about I did a drum roll for myself. Okay, and if you look at where our data is hosted, it's actually hosted on third-party
I hope
platforms
that
like
we
Cloudflare
can
and some
have
web
more
service.
questions about the project, especially about Snap tokens, and especially the questions that we didn't answer previously on the AMA with Kairos or Coin68. So come on, let me know what are your questions, and we'll select the questions.
And Vu saying, good, I've got my confidence. And once again, Vu, thank you so much. It's really good to have that support. And if you have any questions or if there's anything you want to know or have cleared up, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, so what is the question that you have answered, Cal?
God, I forget. Okay. So let's get to the. Okay. Can you speak Vietnamese? Doesn't count.
Yes. This kind of question. We will answer you, but it doesn't count.
Zivan,
It doesn't count for the price of Echo.
Zivan was one of them. He was asking about spot, but that was less of a question per se. Just getting to them right now. Cryptocurrency saying I'm really energetic. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so Zbank asking if we do spot wallets. I answered that more about whether or not we do spot in general. Okay, so
Yeah, Carl, we need a favor from you to actually let the admin know who are the person who asked the questions.
sure thing. Be sure. And the other thing, one more condition. Be sure to post on our Telegram group that you are a winner. That's a big
Yeah, I
thing.
think that's true. Yeah, correct. So, Boo, do remember to post on our Telegram group that your question got selected.
And Vu, don't just post, brag. Okay, because your question is awesome. Okay? We love questions like that. We love questions that are able to come at us and questions that are able to share more about the project.
Exactly. Yeah, we hope that we can have more questions that is more, not, yeah, some questions we'll be answering you guys, but if we said that it's not selected for the airdrop, it's just because these questions actually, you can actually find this information on our announcement or our general group.
Correct. And that's the thing that we are really excited about. And it's one of the things we try to be as, we try to anticipate as many questions as possible and try to have as much of an exhaustive range of literature that you can turn to about SnapEx. We'll be doing more in terms of video content moving forward, so don't you worry about that. But that's one of the key things that we want to be able to do. We want to be able to keep you guys posted, keep you guys updated, and just make sure that you guys are always in the loop. That's a key thing, okay?
Exactly. So yeah. So this question, I'll answer this question, but this is not counted for the price simply because this question is a question very general that you can actually find on our website. But I'll still answer you here. So you asked about how does SnapEx charge the overnight fee? Is it only charged once or charged it every 24 hours? So it will be charged on 6 o'clock GMT plus 8, the time zone. So it depends on where you are. So it will be 6 a.m. if you are following the time zone of GMT plus 8 every 6 a.m. Right? So we only charge it on every 6 a.m. We don't charge it like the other platforms every 8 hours. So we only charge once per every 24 hours on 6 a.m.
Correct.
All right. Let me see. Yeah.
Oh, we've been having a great day. Quite a lot of good stuff coming in, and that's what I love to see. So on the back end, I'm receiving a lot of good news. A lot of good partners have just confirmed. This is what I'm so excited about, Julian. Laxman. You'll know what that means, okay?
Yeah, what's
Laxman.
that?
Ultra excited, okay? That's a great thing about it.
All right. Okay, yeah. Seems like we don't have really more questions about the projects. Yeah, I will just answer a few more questions here, but yeah, the question, does SnapEx security use digital secure key? So I assume that the digital secure key that you're talking about is like the one-time password, which is OTP, and yes, we do use that. So on SnapEx, the security system is, you always have you will need to always provide, you need to have an OTP for phone verification for your email verification and also for 2FA. And yeah, to answer not when, so again, our token sales will be coming up very, very soon. So if you have SnapEx account, you will get a community sales round on 3rd December, 9 p.m. GMT plus 8, and it is 8 p.m. in Vietnam.
Correct.
8 p.m. 3rd December, that will be the date for the community's round of token sales.
Hope you guys are excited as us because this is huge news.
And remember, we now, from 25th of November, we will have the 1 million airdrop. Do remember that, so this is one of the biggest airdrop in crypto space.
So yeah,
Right.
definitely a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, so I think there's not much questions about the project anymore.
Okay, once again, we always feel so upset when you have to bid adieu to everybody. Okay, so first things first, we had a so basically the reason why I was a bit timed in the back end, I was a bit concentrated right there, but don't worry about that. The reason for that was I just received some very exciting news from a very exciting partner, but a very exciting result, and that's what that's what I was looking at, very concentrated on, and say.
Oh, okay.
Julian gets it. Julian gets it. He checked, and there's another one. And Julian, I'm going to tell you another word: F and F. FF. You get what I mean? Very good, Julian, because that is incredibly exciting. Okay.
All right, so if you guys still have any questions, do drop into our Telegram group, and once in a while, we'll be there to answer your questions. And again, tomorrow we will have an AMA section with another community, a very big community called Trade Up. And
well, they're huge. They are huge.
Yeah, it's a very, it's another long week for us, and we have like I mentioned earlier, so we already have the AMA schedule every day up until the token sales.
Yeah. We are going to be exhausted by the end of it, but once again, actually, I wouldn't even say we'll be exhausted, but when you care about something a lot, you'll do anything for it, and you will be able to work long hours, hard hours, but the thing you always discover in the end, it's always worth it. All those long hours, all the toil, everything like that, it's always worth it in the end.
Yeah, so I do have just someone asked that what's the difference between a coin and a token? Yeah, so this actually is not related to our project, but I will still give you the link to check out the answers. Yeah. And yes, I think why Carl was so happy just nice. Yeah, so we have just formed a partnership with a very, very big community from India. So that's a very, very big step for our global expansion.
And not only does this Indian community offer a lot, but actually within India, they go way beyond India. And when I say way beyond India, they're talking about globally, okay? Globally, you're talking about that global expansion. It's just like, oh my God, there's just so much right there.
I mean, just let alone the Indian region, you can imagine how huge it is.
Oh yeah.
The numbers of population from the regions, when we talk about India, it's not only about Indian, but it includes the Indians regions like Bangladesh, Pakistan, all these countries. So these countries are very, very huge in populations, and India is definitely one of the, the emerging country in the crypto space now. Yeah, so again, I think that's the end for our AMA.
Thank you so much, guys. We're really excited. We just got some really good news at the back end. So once again, I'll be talking to Julian directly after this, but we are incredibly excited because this is huge news that we just received. Okay, so you literally saw me in the middle of something to make double sure, triple sure, whatever sure. We have just received incredibly exciting news. That's what we're sharing with you. Okay, we're going to finish up right here. Once again, Julian was in the middle of saying that, but once again, I was just overwhelmed with positive emotion, with joy, with energy, and all these different things. Okay, so Julian, do you have any parting words?
Oh, I can say thanks again and good night to everyone. Have a good sleep.
Okay, thank you so much. I also need to be getting ready for a very good sleep. That is 100% certain. And in the meantime, just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Had a great AMA session. Had a great chat with everybody here. Don't worry, we're doing this again tomorrow. So, Julian, hopefully you have a good night's sleep. You have the Red Bull ready for tomorrow. And let's get ready to make waves in the crypto space together. Thank you so much, guys. Be sure to follow our Telegram community, SnapEx, not Stashik, SnapEx_EN. And once again, just follow our YouTube channel, Facebook page, Twitter. You'll find us pretty easily. And once again, incredibly excited. Once again, community sale, December 3rd. And of course, the actual private sale is taking place on December 17th, TGE. The tickets will be available in the run-up to that, so be sure to stay tuned. Be sure to secure your place. Be sure to follow our channels. And be sure that you do not miss out because there's a lot of exciting things happening, okay? Thank you so much, everybody. You have a great night. Have a great weekend, a great Friday night. And once again, we're going to bid farewell and sign out for the night. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you until we see you again. Right?
Until we see you
Good
again
night, everyone.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right.